goes Vasur, trying his best to hold on and trying to mount an attack on the outside. Here they come, and he's into the wall, and he wrecks, and it's not going to matter because Tribble's going to cross the line, and he's going to be your winner.
Hello, race fans, and welcome once again to the North American Fantasy ARCA Series. Here we are this afternoon for the Menards 200. And hey, folks, it's the beginning of the chase as well. And boy, we're excited to be here tonight, and glad you could join us here for tonight's race. And for the North American Fantasy ARCA Series, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And hey, if you want to know when we go live, go ahead and click that notification bell. Boy, it's a pretty pleasant day out there at Iowa Speedway today. 77-degree air temperature, winds 2 miles an hour, track temperature 79 degrees. Of course, they're running the fixed setup. No more fast repairs for this league. They have 5 complete sets of tires, 3 chances for a green-white checker for 200 laps here at this 0.89 mile facility. And before we take a look at some of the stats here, we want to give a quick shout out to our broadcast sponsor, Butt Kicker. Thank them for coming on board. Really appreciate it. Now, check that link out in the description for all their great products. Butt Kicker, feel what you've been missing. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the standings here while they're qualifying. And as you can see, Abner Acosta, he's only leading Aaron Smith by 5 points. Boy, it's getting tight there as we go into the chase. Dennis Weeks, look at him up in the 3rd position, only 10 points out of 1st place. Jose Acosta 4th, Josh Bearden 5th, Kyle Hall 6th, Casey Marshall 7th, Gabriel Cantu is 8th, John Simpson is 9th, and Lawrence Noel rounds out your top 10. And you can look on down the order there and see where your favorite driver is in the top 20 in the standings, but right now the chase is where it's really at. And then as far as the team standings, boy, Pandoretta Racing, they're just running away with it clearly here in 1916. The points they have to only 1528 for Snow Phoenix Motorsports. BBW is 3rd, Coke Racing 4th. Haters Make Us Famous is 5th, and as you can see on down the order there, this seems like about the top 4 are the really teams that are really going the strongest here. And so we the Pandoretta Racing team right now are clear favorites to win in that category there. And like I say, they're private qualifying right now. And well, let's hop down on the track and see who's out on track. Let's see, I think is that Dennis Weeks we see out there? There he is. See if he put on a time yet. He doesn't show a lap yet, so oh no, did he touch the wall? If he touched the wall, that lap won't count. Let's see what happens as he comes to the stripe here. This might have been his out lap or his first time lap. Let's see as he crosses the line and not showing a time. And wow, we don't even have a time for him there. That's a shame. He might have touched the wall on both occasions here. Oh, I'll take that back. I was looking at the wrong one. You got a 24.356. That's sixth fastest. So yeah, he did manage to get a time in, and let's see, a lot of them maybe finished, and I don't think there's anybody else out. So as we get ready to roll over, let's go ahead and pause for our national anthem. Okay, folks, we're back, and the cars are lining up on pit road. And as we wait for them to go, let's take a look at your starting grid here. On the pole, Aaron Smith starting right at the front. Then we have Garrett Pickett starting second. Abner Acosta third. Casey Carrington fourth. Josh Bearden fifth. Dennis Weeks sixth. Owen Kaufman seventh. Jose Acosta eighth. Kyle Hall ninth. Casey Marshall rounds out your top 10. There, Marty Roberts 11th, Lawrence Noel 12th, 13th Kyle Morningstar, 14th Gabriel Cantu, 15th Brian Cook, 16th Troy Daniels, Josh Thompson 17th, and Brian Matthews, Matthias, I think that's Matthews, maybe it's Matthews, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, starting in that 18th position. Aaron Smith leading the field around. Lights are out on the pace truck, so we'll be getting going the next time around. Getting ready for some good action here at Iowa Speedway. Making their way now into turn 3. And pace truck should be turning in any moment now. There he goes, waiting for that green flag.
Green flag, green
and
flag.
We got a green, and we're racing here at Iowa. Smith with a pretty good getaway. Pick is right there, though. And followed by Abner Acosta and Josh Bearden right there in 4th position. And, boy, they're stretched out already just a little bit. Those top 5 stretched out nicely. A little bit of a battle back here. Boy, things are getting heating up back here. There's Dennis Weeks holding on to that 6th spot. And behind him, things getting a little hot and heavy. Jose Acosta. He's back there battling with those guys. Number 16 there, he's trying to catch Kyle Hall there for that 7th position. Racing under the lights here at Iowa. The whole field has gotten spread out nicely here. A little further back. There's Casey Marshall running in the top 10, running 10th. Trying to hold off Marty Roberts there, right behind him. Roberts taking a look down on the inside. Oh boy, he got a little loose there. He managed to hold on to it though. Nice save for Roberts. He might lose another position though. There's Lawrence Noel. He's going to try to take advantage of that little wobble there by the 55. It looks like maybe Roberts is going to recover here. Let's see what happens. He's still down on the inside of the 29. And Noel trying to get that position from him. Looked like he might get it here to come from the line. And there's Gabriel Cantu also down on the high side. I'm sorry. Kyle Morningstar is down on the inside in the 42 car. He's going to slide up in front of Cantu. Boy, they're battling hard all the way through this field here so far. Your leaders, though, Aaron Smith, he's got a 0.4 of a second gap on Garrett Pick there. And boy, Smith, Pick, and Acosta have already started separating themselves from the rest of the pack. There's Abner Acosta right there in the 44 car. And then all the way back there's Carrington. And Josh Bearden's got his hands full, folks. Boy, he's got, who is that? He's got Dennis Weeks and Kyle Hall. Boy, hitting him high and low here. 3 wide as they go down to turn 1. Bearden's going to back out of it just a little bit, let those guys go by. Closes up behind Hall here. Great racing here at Iowa. You wonder how long they're going to keep this pace up, because you can run your tires down on this track. They're now trying to look down the inside of the 87 as they go down into turn 1. Sometimes it's so tempting to run that low line, but so I think the higher line is the one to go with most of the time. Well, they're bunched up pretty good right here. Nice tight battle right here. There's the 30, Owen Kaufman. He's right in the mix as well. Watching all this stuff unfold in front of him. The battle continuing. Smith out to a 0.6 of a lead on Pick now up at the front. This is where a lot of your battle is right here. Carrington, he's pretty clear of Dennis Weeks for the moment. 0.3 ahead of the 97. Weeks is managing to stay ahead of Kyle Hall. Looks like they all kind of spaced out a little bit now. They were really tight there, battling for position. Now they've kind of stretched out. Let's look a little bit further back in the field. There's Gabriel Cantu. He's running right in front of him, though. Marty Roberts, he's still trying to hunt down Casey Marshall for that top 10 position there. Now this is going to be a battle here, I think, folks, who can make their tires last the most. Oh, Marshall got just a little bit of a wobble there, coming off of 4. Roberts trying to take advantage. See if he can get a run on the 36 going into turns 3 and 4. Couldn't quite make that pass. I'm sorry, that was 1 and 2, I think. Oh no, and he gets into the 36. Oh, is that going to bring out a caution? She did. Did she tap the wall? She's still trying to save it. She may have, if she did tap the wall, it was only just a little spin, and there's no caution, I don't believe. We are still green. Man, I wonder if Marshall was thinking that might be a caution, but she slid down off the racing line so quick. And she's trying to get back up to speed. Boy, there's the leader right behind her. She's going to go down a lap here in a hurry. But to her credit, though, the car looks pretty much okay here. Tough break for Casey Marshall there. And there's your leader, Aaron Smith. Now coming up on the 36 here, going to try to get around her quickly. And she's trying everything she can to stay on the lead lap. Trying to take that low line. Saw him drop down in the 3rd. And he's going to make that pass on the 36. Garrett Pick also looking on that low line as well. Going to have to deal with the lap car as well. That was interesting. Aaron Smith downshifting in the turn there. We haven't really heard anybody else downshifting, and he did what he had to do, I guess, to get enough drive off the corner to get by Marshall. Let's see if Pick's going to do it the old-fashioned way here. Just keeping his foot in there. Got a good line. Got a little close coming off of 4, but he does complete the pass. That leaves Abner Acosta now. He's going to have to deal with the 36 as well. And, you know, even though she may go a lap down, she's just a hard racer. She doesn't know the meaning of stop or give up at all. A lot of fight in that young lady there, folks. Still a little bit of a wobble. She might have hurt her tires in that spin. She did a heck of a job keeping it off the wall. Even if she did hit the wall, I don't know if she really touched it at all. I don't see any damage to speak of. Maybe that left rear quarter panel just a tiny bit, maybe. Acosta now gets past the 36. And let's see, they've gotten past. And boy, Casey Carrington, boy, he's gotten caught by Dennis Weeks and company. He's got a fight on his hands now for that third position. The two leaders are well in front of him, over 5.5 seconds. Man, there's a lot of fierce battling going on here. Jose Acosta's battling with the 97 of Dennis Weeks, trying to get that position from him. He's going to try to drive under him there as they come off of 4. Boy, they're super close there. Get ready to go into turn 1. And I know Dennis Weeks, you know, he knows how to nurse those tires, take care of that equipment. We'll see how hard he fights them here. I mean, it's 200 laps. We're only on lap 20. Weeks so far still battling there with Acosta. Got a nose ahead of him once again. There's Kyle Hall back there in the 87. He's watching everything happen. Josh Bearden back there in the 7th spot. And he's got Owen Kaufman right behind him. This is a tight group here, boy. Oh, Hall. For a minute there, I thought Hall was about to lose it. Down on that low line there in 87. He gets out of there trying to find a way down on the inside past the 16 of Jose Costa. Here they race down into turn 1. Smith now just over a second ahead of Abner Acosta. Trying to see if he can make things stick down there on that low line. He's not getting really close enough, though, to really get a run off the corner on the 16 just yet. Dennis Weeks, he's lost a little ground there to Carrington. Now it's about 0.3 of a second. He got a whole lot going on behind him there, though, folks. Let's look a little further back in the field. Folks are spread out back here a little bit. And that's Brian Cook is in the 10th spot now. A little further back in the field. All of these guys are spread out pretty well. 13th there, it's Josh Thompson. Kyle Morningstar in that 42 car. Now, he was racing up there. I thought I saw him racing up near the front, and boy, he's really fell back there quite a bit here. Let's see. Did he lose? How many did he lose? Morningstar. He's only lost 1 position though. Behind him, Lawrence Noel actually lost 3. Now, who knows? He might have run the tires off of that car just a little bit. We'll see how things shake out here when they might get some green flag pit stops before too long here. Aaron Smith, he's continuing to motor along in first. Now 1.2 seconds ahead of Abner Acosta. Abner Acosta did get past, oh, I'm sorry, he was already past Carrington. Carrington's been in third for a while now. And Carrington's 2.2 seconds behind him. Actually, more like 5, maybe about 7 seconds, because Marshall's directly behind him. And that's the one that's 2 seconds behind him. So he's right now he's kind of just running along here. Looks like Lawrence Noel's about to go a lap down. I can see a lot of green flag pit stops coming in this one here, folks. The field is spread out quite a bit, and it's all about making your stuff last as long as you possibly can. They're running with, I believe they're running with 100% fuel. So there's just a question of how far can we go on one tank of fuel. Boy, oh boy! Oh no, and he got into Noel. He really closed up on him, I'm sure, a lot quicker than he really thought he would. Lawrence able to continue on, but man, Acosta, I guess, wasn't expecting him just to be that slow. Certainly wouldn't just run up on him like that, and almost, could have went bad for both of them. But he's able to continue. A little further back, there's Carrington. Now he's really slid back into the clutches of Dennis Weeks there. Weeks all over him. Very close now. Those guys were running really hard at the beginning, and they might have run those tires down just a little bit, and Dennis Weeks, he's right there. Sometimes that can be his mode of operation. He'll let those fast guys go on down the road at the beginning of a race or the beginning of a tire run, and he knows what to do to get that car or keep those tires alive enough to make a difference late in the run. Kyle Hall still trying to get closer to the 97. Never did get around him. He did get around Jose Acosta. Josh Beard still running in the 7th position. He hasn't been caught by Owen Kaufman just yet. Now on lap 33 of 200. Starting to get a little close to the quarter mark of the race. Now Kaufman, he's running in 14th position. Let's look a little further back. Let's see, there's Gabriel Cantu, and he's all by himself there in 11th. There's Josh Thompson. Now these guys you see on your track map there, like 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, they're really spaced out big time there. Troy Daniels, he's the last car on the lead lap. And at the moment, he's got the leader Smith around about 2.5 seconds behind him. You could just see Smith as he comes out of the corner there. There he is, that yellow car, that's the leader. Daniels trying to stay on that lead lap. Who knows, he may hang on till the first round of green flag pit stops. We'll see. There's Smith, and there's your leader right there. And Jose Acosta is trying to close in. Boy, that gap is gone, folks. It is now about 7/10, maybe 6/10 of a second. Acosta, he is closing in. It'll be interesting to see if he can, he may be able to make his tires last longer than Smith. Because sometimes we've seen that happen in the past, for either of these drivers. They're strong at the start of the run, but they fade just a little bit, and the other one will gain a slight advantage. Right now, it seems to be Smith who's starting to lose the advantage just a little bit as Costa slowly reels him in here, getting super close to that wall. And I swear I saw him give a little bit of a wiggle right there, coming off of 2. Abner Acosta staying nice and smooth. Oh, and he had to correct himself that time. And they're coming up on Daniels there very quickly. That gap is now about 0.4 of a second. Oh, and Daniels, he tapped the wall there, staying on the high side so the leaders could get by. And there's Smith and Costa. Abner Costa is right there. Smith still downshifting in the turns. You can hear a little bit of a wheel spin there coming off of those corners. That's interesting, the approach of both of these drivers. He's got one method for getting through the turns, and Acosta has a second, you know, just basically just running without the downshifting. And very smooth acceleration. It seems like each time Smith comes off the corner, you see that car give a little wiggle, and now I don't know if that's from the torque him when he's shifting gears or what, but especially when he comes off of 4. Here they go down into turn 3. Let's watch him this time when he comes off of 4. You know what? I think Acosta may almost get past him. He's trying his best to stay up there. We're just starting lap 44. Can he make that pass? He is getting ever closer. Here he is. He's going to pull the trigger this time going into turn 3. And it looks like he might have the tires to do it. Let's see if they come to the line. Give that one to Smith. Acosta still second. Trying to get him down here in turns 1 and 2. He's driving deep down into turns 1 and 2. Aaron Smith fighting back hard. Still holding on for the moment. Abner Acosta not wanting to give up just yet. Great battle going on here for the lead here. And we'll try once again, see if he can make this pass. Here they come off of 4. Drag race to the line. Smith got it by a nose at the line going into turn 1. Boy, I tell you, Abner Acosta, he might get it this time. Here they are coming off of 2 onto the backstretch. He might be able to slide. He does slide up right in front of Smith. Now he can completely, he can run the line he wants to run without any compromise. And is starting to inch away from the 70 machine. Now lap 48. Let's go back and look at here's Dennis Weeks now in the 3rd position. And Owen Kaufman there in the 6th spot. Let's see, where is Carrington? Casey Carrington, he has faded quite a bit. Back to that 8th spot. And they're making their way around the lap car of Marshall there. Now we're showing Garrett Pick and Matthews showing retired. Not sure what happened there. They, I don't have any reports of them crashing or anything, but for whatever, I don't know, unless one of them is like race control or something. Maybe Matthews, it might be race control. I'm not sure. But Pick is also showing out, and he was very strong. There's Kyle Hall at the front of that group, trying to fight off Kaufman there in the 30 car. Dennis Weeks further up the order there is running 3rd. And boy, he's almost 6.5 seconds behind Smith. But now he's solidly in that 3rd spot. Got past Jose Acosta. Now in the 4th position. Weeks gained 3 spots. Acosta gained 4 from the start of the race. Kyle Hall has moved up 4 positions as well. Your leader, Abner Acosta, making his way around Kyle Morningstar there. Hope he blinked out on us just a little bit there. And he's got a lap car between him and second place, Aaron Smith. And we're just past the 1/4 mark on lap 52 now of 200. Nobody has pitted at all yet, and Morningstar's gone a lap down, and yet Smith is still having a bit of trouble just trying to get past him. And that's probably not helping his cause, preserving those tires, trying to catch Acosta. And look at that, they're door to door. That, that lap car is really fighting him hard there. Smith does manage to get by. It's not for a position or anything, though. But Acosta is, while they were battling, he pulled out to a 1.3 second gap on Smith. And now he does have Acosta directly in front of him. And Acosta, he's about to run up on one of his teammates there, Gabriel Cantu. And he will let his teammate by there. Who knows, they pass a teammate and you got a competitor coming up behind you. Cantu may try to make that 27 car a little wide here. Anything to slow that 70 down, perhaps. You know, hey, you're dealing with teammates, that's what you got to deal with. But he may not be able to hold him back for long, though, because, like I say, he's already a lap down. And matter of fact, I'm looking, let's see. Where is he? He's one lap down, and Smith, he's just really motored right on past him there. Let's look a little further back. There's Owen Kaufman trying to catch Kyle Hall. And there's Carrington now still in that 7th position. Josh Bearden running along in 8th now. I mean, he's having a good race, probably not up in the order where he wants to be, but having a fairly good race here, staying out of trouble, keeping that nose clean on that 6 machine. Abner Costa, he's still your leader, but that gap is about 1.3 seconds now. Smith, he's gotten past the lap cars. They just got by Noel, and now he's trying to see if he can run down Acosta once again. It looks like Acosta is, at some points in the track, he pulls away just a little bit, and then Smith will gain on him a little bit. So now it's, the tires might have equalized here now. Acosta spent a lot of time catching Smith, and the gap is still growing there a little bit, 1.4 seconds now. It doesn't look like it from the roof cam there, but it is very slightly increasing here. Right now we're showing only 10 cars on the lead lap. That would be who is that? Josh Thompson is your last car on the lead lap. There's Thompson there just crossing the line. And the leaders are just, actually a leader just crossed the line behind them. So I think he's about 8 seconds behind him. Somewhere between 5 and 8. Trying his best to, you would think, wow, I wonder how long they're going to go before they pit. And actually, Marty Roberts is the only car that has pitted so far. He pitted on lap 55. The 55 pitted on lap 55. And right now, Roberts is showing 2 laps down along with Noel and Daniels, Troy Daniels. Roberts, he's in between all the other 4 guys there. Hall, Kaufman, Bearden, and Carrington battling for position. The 6 and the 91 right there behind them. Meanwhile, Jose Acosta, he's in 4th position. Kyle Hall, I'm sorry, I'm going to go another direction. Dennis Weeks in 3rd. Man, he is battling. He's got Morningstar lap car and Daniels up ahead of him. But he's got Jose Acosta right there, getting a little closer as they navigate some lap traffic here. Dennis Weeks able to get past now. Jose Acosta, he's kind of gotten stuck. Aaron Smith, your leader, or second place, I'm sorry, second place, Aaron Smith, coming down on pit road. Now, Abner Acosta, he'll have to be careful here. As you know, Smith is going to be super fast. You know me, I would respond to that immediately. Coming in the next time around, we'll see what Abner does. Is he coming in? Yes, he is. He is not going to let Smith gain that advantage. Smith right there. Dennis Weeks also coming down pit road. There, I'm trying to grab Acosta. There he is. Acosta making his way down. Aaron Smith is already back out on track, I believe. Acosta hit the marks there. Left side's going on for the 44. Let's see if he can get back out. And before Smith gets around there, he's coming out in a bunch of traffic here. Let's see, where is Smith? Actually, Smith had already gone by. Acosta comes out. Where does he cycle out? A 10th position there, looks like it. And Smith right now is currently in the 7th position. So he got in. He pitted before Abner Acosta, but boy, he really got ahead of him there as far as getting that position back in the pits there. Swift now in the 6th position. Noel's still behind him, and then Acosta's like 3 more seconds back. See, there he is. And there's Abner right there. He's kind of mired in traffic right now, to tell you the truth. More green flag pit stops. Brian Cook making his way out.
The yellow flag is out.
Oh, and now we got a yellow flag. Oh, boy, what happened? Don't know what happened. Let's see. We don't have any reports of anyone crashing or anything, but a caution came out. And not really sure what happened there. But there's the pace truck there, and Jose Acosta, right now, he is your leader. He has not stopped yet. Oh, he's going to love this. Because, man, he's got several. He's got Acosta pinned a lap down. Morningstar, Cantu, Weeks, Marshall, they're all 1 lap down. And he's going to be able to come in and get service. Boy, that was a very untimely pit stop for some of those guys who had just stopped. Boy, I tell you, Aaron Smith, he is lucky. Smith is on the tail end of the lead lap. And everybody's coming down pit road now. Acosta, now he just pitted, so he'll stay out. And Acosta will end up being, now he is, he'll move up some positions as those other guys pit. In fact, he was the lucky dog, so that'll put him back on the lead lap. And he had already pitted, so he wouldn't have had to stop for tires anyway, so he wasn't going to stay a lap down. So kind of dodged the bullet there a little bit. Making his way around all these guys on pit road. There's Carrington getting his tires. Let's see, there's Josh Bearden lighting them up as he's just finishing up. Kyle Hall already making his way out. He comes out in third position. So everybody's pitted now. Aaron Smith, he's your leader. He pitted on lap 66. Jose Acosta pitted on 72. Josh Bearden also pitted on 72 along with Kyle Hall there. They're moving into position here. Now Abner Acosta, he pitted on lap 67. His tires are 1 lap fresher, and he's coming back in again. So this is interesting. He is on the lead lap, but I'm wondering if he's gonna go ahead and top that tank off. This will be very interesting to see how this plays out. Let's see if he gets tires or fuel or both as he makes his way down to his pit box, hits his marks, and looks like he might be just getting, I don't know if he's getting fuel or if he's serving a penalty for speeding or something. He's in for some reason, and boy, he might be, okay. That wasn't very long. Not hard to tell whether that was speeding or not, or just he topped off the tank, which he might have been. I don't know. You would have thought he would have filled it up on the last time he stopped. But he is, let's see, he is on the tail end of the lead lap. Well, not quite the tail end. Cook now is the tail end of the lead lap. Kyle Morningstar is your lucky dog now. Aaron Smith once again back to the point here, and lights are still on the pace truck. Now they get the 1 to go. Weeks he'll be able to come around. He's at the tail end of the lead lap there, and there goes Smith doing what he does to save fuel. And you can see Weeks right there, both Weeks and I believe, who is that? The 55. And he's also Marty Roberts. Who was that in front of Weeks? Yeah, Marty Roberts. They both should get a wave around this time when they get the 1 to go, and they'll come around, stay on the lead lap, and just go to the back of the line there. They should be getting the 1 to go. Yep, there they go. And they make their way around. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back for the restart here once again. You're watching the North American Fantasy ARCA Series Menards 200 here on Rice Motorsports TV.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker.
Green flag, green flag.
The future is feeling.
Okay, folks, we're racing once again. Back green flag racing. Smith got a good jump there. Now it's the other Acosta brother. Jose Acosta's up the front. And he's going to see what he can do with the 70 machine. Kyle Hall there in the 3rd spot. And Josh Bearden is now in 4th. So, yeah, they're in a very good spot here now. With the exception of Aaron Smith, the rest of the guys there in the top 4, they pitted on lap 72. In fact, everybody in the top 6 that pitted on lap 72. There are a few other folks further back, Weeks and Cooks. They pitted a little. The tires are a little bit older. Oh no, we got a caution. What's going on? Let's see if we can find out. what happened here. Oh man, I think it was Troy Daniels. Looks like he might have had a spin, perhaps. That might have been all it was. Not showing a whole lot of damage on the car. Let's go back and take a look at the replay here, see what we see. Oh yeah, he kind of just lost it on his own, and he did. Oh boy, he did bump into that inside wall. Not really showing a whole lot of damage though. Oh, and okay. He bumped it there. He's trying to see test the toughness of that front nose, and it's still not showing any damage. So yeah, that's what brought out your caution here. And so I don't know if we'll see anybody come around or not. Everyone literally just pitted, so we'll take a quick break here, and while they get themselves situated, and we will be right back.
We are back at North Wilkesboro, North Carolina, where the field is rolling out for the start of today's 400-lap race on this .625-mile racetrack. And just as the field comes around turn number 4, the sunshine peeks through, helping warm things here. Bill Elliott leads him down. Benny Parsons on the outside. The green flag flies, and the first Union 400 Winston Cup race from North Wilkesboro is underway. Everybody nicely through turns number 1 and 2 as Bill Elliott has the lead, and Dale Earnhardt has jumped into second position, followed by Benny Parsons and Bobby Allison. Oh, here we go. It's just about to go away. They bump coming out of turn 4. Earnhardt gets the lead. We had just heard from our spotters that Neil Bonnett. Dale Earnhardt is on his last lap. This will be his 24th career win. Dale Earnhardt wins the first Union 400 at North Wilkesboro.
Okay, we're back. Getting ready to go green once again. I think we'll be getting the one to go. The lights are still on the pace truck, so we should be getting the one to go this time around. Let's see if we can grab Josh Bearden here real quick before they go green. Let's see if we see him there. Hey, Josh, Tony in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, what's up, Tony?
Hey, man, I think you got one lap to go here. How's the car handling real quick there?
We're coming to 2 to go right now,
okay.
But so far the car, I personally don't like this track this week. Car's extremely loose through the entire run. There's really not much grip going into the turns, especially on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
And if you get just a little bit sideways, you're gonna lose a ton of time at this track. But the car, other than that, feels okay. I've made a couple mistakes on my own that first long green flag run, but I think we got a chance to get back up here and get a top 5 at least.
Now, you guys are running 100% fuel, right?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
So is it more of a situation with the tires? Because I guess the fuel will last longer than the tires, huh?
Yeah, it's more of a situation with tire fall off. The fall off here is pretty bad as compared to last week at Rockingham, but no, I think we got a car that can at least finish in the top 5. Just depends on how we run our race and save our tires.
10-4. Well, I'll put you back down to the channel since you got the one to go, I believe, and we'll talk to you later. Good luck.
Yep. All right. Thank you, Tony.
Okay, folks, getting ready to go green here once again. making their way down the backstretch. Aaron Smith will be trying to see if we can get another good restart here. I got a message from Jose. He may have a substitute driver in today. I'm not sure who that might be. We're going to find out here as we get another caution. We go green once again. Aaron Smith, he's got a good getaway there. Boy, look at them behind him. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Things are getting tight there. Man, they are bunched up right here. Kyle Hall down on the inside, Beard, and he said the car was feeling pretty loose throughout the run there. Oh, and he almost had to get out of it, actually, to avoid getting into the 87. Things a little dicey here on this restart. Behind him there, here comes Abner Acosta. He's driving underneath the, looks like that's Carrington. That's Dennis Weeks there. He's driving underneath. Carrington now right in front of him. Acosta up to the 6th position. And I'm just seeing a report that Morningstar may have crashed. And he did. Looks like he just towed to the pits there. Let's take a quick look, see if we can see what happened to him. There's Morningstar, the red car there. Did he just stop on his own? Okay, it reported it as a crash, but he just came down and just locked it. You might not like that. He overshot the pits for one thing. Oh, man, and he had just having some problems. That's what happened. And so he just, that might be it for Kyle Morningstar today. Now that's Jose. We're gonna go on board with him right here for a second, folks. And I'm gonna reach out. Got a message from Jose. I'm gonna reach out and find out what's going on there. So enjoy the ride here in the number 16 car. Okay, I got the message from Jose. He's actually racing, but he went to visit a family member, and so he's actually has a setup where he's at. It's not his home setup, and it just feels kind of weird to him. But hey, weird must be pretty good right now because he's running second. But it's still probably not a comfortable feeling when you're driving. It almost makes you feel like you're driving someone else's car, and but for the moment here, it seems like he's doing pretty good to hold on to Aaron Smith there, and probably maybe able to do a little better if he was in his own rig racing along, but so far so good. He's hanging in there about 0.4 of a second, and that's as good as anybody's been with the 70 all along. It'd be interesting to see if he can also run down Smith the way Abner Acosta did. Speaking of which, there he is, still in that 4th position, trying to catch Kyle Hall. Hall in the 3rd spot, and there's Jose behind Smith up ahead of them. And we're about 5 laps from the halfway point here. Now racing under the lights here at Iowa Speedway. Kyle Hall, he is wheeling that thing for all it's worth, trying to stay ahead of Abner Acosta. There's Abner Acosta, and there's Kyle Hall. And you see Acosta right there behind him. A little further back, there's Josh Bearden. He's holding on to that 5th spot. There's Casey Carrington. He's got Dennis Weeks there right behind him, and also Owen Kaufman on the 30 machine. See, Casey Marshall is now the lucky dog, so if we get a caution, she'll get her lap back as long as she's not involved in that caution. And right now she's running. She's got 1.3 behind Cook, and well, she's got 0.3 of a second ahead of Gabriel Cantu. So they're actually battling for position. So she can't just cruise along here. She's got to stay in it here, and definitely fighting to stay in that lucky dog position ahead of the 27 car. There and he's right there, folks. So it won't be no time to relax for either one of them. So as always, and now we're officially at the halfway point. We're at lap 100. They just crossed the line to start lap 101. And Jose Acosta is your leader. Well, hey, Jose, you can't complain about that rig too much. It may feel weird, but weird must be good. Smith now in that second position. Boy, he's getting a lot of pressure. Man, pressure from both Kyle Hall and Abner Acosta. And boy, this fight's getting really hot and heavy back here. All the way through the top 5 here. Good grief. Josh Bearden is starting to get up in the mix as well. Been watching Kyle Hall there. Been getting a little, look like he's getting a little loose coming off those turns. Here they come down the line to start lap 103. Hall taking a look down on the inside of Smith there. And that short track racing, I don't know. I don't know if that's Smith's Achilles heel or what, but you see the guys getting runs on him, halfway through the race. And I say that, and yet I tell you, well, we've seen Smith have some luck, some good luck too, boy. Something would happen at the end of a race, a caution or whatever, and it would just put him in the perfect position. And whether he's strong or has to fall back a little bit, you can guarantee if there's a way for him to have himself in the right position, he's going to be there when it's time, when he needs to be there for sure. They're making their way around Casey Marshall. She's still in the lucky dog position, trying to make way for the lead cars and not lose her position, her lucky dog position. There's Kyle Hall making a move on the 70 once again, trying to get completely past him. They come down to the line. Still hasn't quite got it. I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong car. That was actually Abner Acosta who got past the 70. So Abner doing what he did before on these tire runs. Now, let's see, Acosta, he pitted on lap 80, and Smith pitted on lap 66. Remember, Acosta came in again.
Caution.
Oh, we got a caution here. Who was that? That was, oh no, that was Aaron Smith. Smith spinning. Didn't look like he hit anything or anybody. Oh, man. And that'll be caution here on lap 107. Let's go back and take a look and see if we can see what happened here. There's Smith They're coming out of 4, and oh, he just got on the power, and she just came around on him. Boy, just as easy as running over some black ice there or something. And that's all it was just a spin there for the 70 machine. So now we got caution on lap 107. Let's see what your leaders do. Well, Jose Acosta is staying out, Abner Acosta is staying out, everybody else is coming in. So this is going to be interesting. Everybody, all these folks coming in, these Hall's in, Bearden's in, there's Carrington, Dennis Weeks coming in, Owen Kaufman coming in, Brian Cook is coming in, Aaron Smith is coming in. I don't know if the Acosta brothers wanted to stay out, you know, because we're on lap now. I know they Abner, he pitted on lap 80, so it's been like 28 laps. But I don't know. That'll be interesting to see for Abner Acosta there, how that'll work out for him. Of course, they've got the track position, and they have come up through the field. You know, the way the car feels to them may be totally different. Now here they come. Now they're going to come down on pit road. So interesting strategy here. They were in the lead. And let's see, I believe Casey Marshall, oh, she was getting ready to pit and she stayed out. She got that lucky dog and came around and got position. Now she pitted, let's see, Casey pitted, where is she at? She pitted on lap 72. So she rolled the dice and just going to stay out and get that track position. Abner Acosta just now finishing his pitting there and makes his way back out. Now he's in 10th position as he exits the pits. Lawrence Noel making his way out. He's in 13th. Gabriel Cantu, he is now the lucky dog position. And he won't have to really battle for it because from Thompson on back is either 2 laps down or more. So Gabriel Cantu, all he has to do is more or less play that waiting game because there's no one that's battling with him from behind, and he's 1 lap down on the leaders on the rest of the field. So he just got to keep his nose clean. Kyle Hall now through that pit exchange. Hall is at the front, followed by Josh Bearden, and Casey Carrington is on 3rd position. Dennis Weeks there in 4th. There's Owen Kaufman. And those guys have been running together all race long. Brian Cook is in the 6th spot. And then Jose Acosta and Abner Acosta, by them pitting, they're now running 7th and 8th respectively there. And Aaron Smith is right behind them. And once again, Acosta, he managed to, he did some nifty little pit strategy there. He pitted a lap later, but he's still 1 position ahead of Smith, and his tires are 1 lap fresher. So, and we've seen him run down Smith after maybe 20 laps into a run or something like that. And so, yeah, they've got a good strategy there, and you could definitely probably expect to see them making their way to the front for sure. I do believe, let's see, yeah, the lights are out on the pace truck, so we will be going green this time around. It'll be lap 112 on the restart. Pace truck is in.
Green flag, green flag.
Hall drops the hammer, and we're racing once again. They got a pretty good jump there. Boy, look at Dennis Weeks and Carrington. They're going toe-to-toe here for that third spot. Weeks trying to get it from the 91. Actually, 91 trying to take it away from him. They come to the line here. Dennis holding on to it at the moment. I guess Carrington figured the best chance I'm going to get this is these tires are fresh. On Kaufman right there watching. Sometimes it pays to be kind of in that catbird seat and just watching things unfold in front of you. I'm sure he's ready to react. Oh, and I think we got, looks like Troy Daniels. Oh, he having a rough night here. Danielson spun again. Not sure what happened there. He probably just spun coming off of 4 there or something. And, yeah, he just coming off of 4 a little too hot. And just once again went around on him there. Having a rough night there for the 863. Meanwhile, Kyle Hall right up at the front. Well, you know he's loving this, and Josh Bearden. Josh was thinking they had a top 5 car. Oh, and he gets into the wall. Might be another one of those little mistakes that he said he has made tonight. Not a big fan of this track here. But so far, trying to hold on to that second position. There's Dennis Weeks now, trying to close in on the 6th truck, or 6th car, that is, sorry. Let's look down through the field. There's Abner Acosta, and he's battling actually with his teammate there, Jose Acosta. Don't know how much they're actually battling. They're probably working together here, trying to stay up at the front. Aaron Smith is right there in that 6th position. And then we have Casey Carrington. He's giving Smith all he can handle at the moment. There's Owen Kaufman in the 30 car. There's Brian Cook running in the 9th position. No, give a shout out to I don't know, maybe that's Brian's dad, Warren Cook, in the chat there cheering him on. And right behind Brian, Casey Marshall. She rounds out the top 10. And she's got some lap cars ahead of her. But she's right there. She doesn't have any real competition right now because 11th place Cantu. I'm not sure where he is on track. Let's see. She's 10th. Cantu is ahead of her, but and then she stayed out as well. She pitted on lap. Let's see. She did pit on lap 109. So she might have pitted that last caution there. I think it was when Troy spun. She might have came in and got some tires. So right now, she's got the freshest tires on track that I see here. She's got the 12 of Thompson right in front of her. That's Josh Thompson. Meanwhile, up the front, Kyle Hall continues to lead. 8/10 ahead of Josh Bearden. Bearden getting all kinds of pressure from Dennis Weeks there. Josh doing pretty good, even though sometimes you have a track that you're not crazy about, but you still kind of seem to do okay there. And then sometimes you come to a track you absolutely love and then have some bad luck, bite you or whatever, and that's just how it goes sometimes. We're having Acosta, Jose Acosta, you're still there. Smith is still. He's hanging on to him right now. He's right there on the tail of Jose Acosta. Now, whether or not he's trying to make a pass or he's just trying to save those tires, that, you know, maybe he's racing a little bit more conservatively right now and trying to figure out what he can do to keep up pace with these guys, particularly Abner, who usually gets the best of him later on in a run. But sometimes you really have to adapt your strategy to how your car is doing, how the tire management is going, and just, you know, your overall situation, you know, what kind of pit strategy you may have to deal with. You know, boy, things are getting tight here, folks. Wow, look at this group right here. Josh Bearden, he's right in the middle of it too. All of that is for position. That is second, third, fourth, and fifth, and sixth. Looks like Abner is going to try to run under the sixth there, Josh Bearden. He will get that position. Jose Acosta very close to, boy, him and the six got really close there that time. There's Abner Smith taking a look down on the inside, seeing if he can make something happen. Josh Bearden, boy, he's having to defend both high and low. Man, that's not an easy thing to do. Oh no! And we got a caution. You saw it. Bearden went sliding around. Caution here on 129. I don't think he hit anything. The looseness of that car might have just got him, and he was running super tight with those guys. Let's go back and take a look real quick here and see. And he's I don't think, looks like they're going in the turn. I wonder if the 16 might have, you know, the 16 might have gave him a little bit of help there, and they were both kind of going into that turn really hard. He did brush the outside wall there a little bit, but nothing too serious. So yeah, that would brought out the caution there. And now we're going to see what's going to happen now. Are your leaders going to come in or not? This will be interesting to see. Yeah, here they come. Is Weeks going to stay out? Did he pull a dummy? Yes, he's going to stay out. There's 23 lap old tires. He may stay out just to get a bonus point for leading a lap here, because this is the start of the chase here. And there's Cantu getting his lucky dog. So he'll be on the tail end of the lead lap. Remember, I was saying he didn't have to really do anything because he was the only car one lap down, and thankfully he wasn't involved in the caution. So he will once again be on the lead lap. And everybody's in the pits. Wow, everybody. There's Abner Acosta in the pits. Casey Carrington right there behind them. There's Owen Kaufman. Boy, Kyle Hall just did beat Kaufman off, and will beat him off of pit road. And Brian Cook making his way out, still in that ninth position. And now here comes Dennis Weeks. I think that's why he stayed out, to get that point for leading a lap. I think that's Lawrence Noel behind him, following him. Yes, it is. And Troy Daniels also coming in. Weeks making his way down to his pit box. And so now Abner Acosta once again is at the front, and Aaron Smith is right there. And look who's right there, Cantu. He got that lap back, and he's in the third position. So now Smith is going to have to deal with two teammates right there. And oh boy, he's going to have his hands full. I'm trying to figure out how Cantu, now he just got a lap back. I would have thought he would have to be at the end of the longest line. But that's interesting. I could have sworn he just got his lap back. Normally, Lucky Dog goes to the back. That may be what he's getting ready to do, or maybe not. It looks like he's staying up there. He's staying down low, like he's gonna have to let the other cars by. But yet he's okay. Yeah. See, now with iRacing is yeah. I think they're waiting for iRacing to get everything sorted out here. So he's probably waiting for the field to go by and go back at the back of the pack like I was thinking he would. So that'll be Abner Acosta. No help from any teammate. And who is that in front of him? Looks like that is Josh Thompson. Thompson is he's showing 1 lap down, so 1 lap to go. He should get that wave around, and that'll put him back on the lead lap here. Now Thompson, he pitted lap 128, so he probably should be okay here. As far as tires, I would think. And yeah, the lights go out, and so he should get the wave around, and there he goes. And that'll have your leaders right there, ready to go here once again. So as they make their way around, get ready to go green, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. And hey, you're watching North American Fantasy ARCA Series, race number 21, the start of the chase, here on Rice Motorsports TV.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel.
Green flag, green flag.
Okay, here we go. Racing once again here, lap 135. Abner Acosta. Boy, him and Aaron Smith are right there. And let's see, and they both pitted on lap 30. So they both have equal tires. In fact, everybody through, I'd say, like the top 6 are all on the same tires. So it's just like the start of the race. Although the track conditions may be a little different, more rubber's been laid down now. And boy, look at Abner Acosta, 0.3 of a second already. So this will be it. Here we go. There's Carrington getting some heat there from Kyle Hall. All trying to hold on to that 3rd position. Owen Kaufman now in the 5th spot, ahead of Brian Cook. Brian Cook now, take that back. Cook's now in the 7th position. He's battling with the 97 of Dennis Weeks there for position. Now all these guys pitted on lap 130, except for Dennis Weeks, who pitted on lap 131. Came in a lap later after leading that lap under caution. Go further up, there's Kyle Hall. He's managing to stay ahead of Owen Kaufman. And Smith, he's holding on to about a 4/10 gap between him and Abner Acosta. So now it'll be a question of how is this going to work here? Now we have 60 laps to go, and can Acosta outlast him, on tire wear? Because everything is equal right now. They all, neither one of them is on fresher tires than the other. And so far in the race, Abner Acosta has won that battle slightly. You know, as they get into the tire run, he was been able to run down Smith, and so he has to kind of control the pace of this race here now. Smith may even try to put a little pressure on him, try to make him burn up those Goodyears even quicker. That gap is down to 3/10 now. And boy, look at the gap that they put on the rest of the field so far. There's Casey Carrington in that third spot. Kyle Hall, he's being challenged by Owen Kaufman. Kaufman taking a look down on the inside. Can he make that pass? He's not nearly close enough that time. He will have to gather himself up again and give it another shot later on. He's lost a little bit of ground to haul, almost 0.3 of a second. And as they battle, Aaron Smith is getting closer to Abner Acosta. Now, Abner, he might, who knows, if Smith passes him, he might say, okay, we'll just let this thing, hopefully this thing will stay green, and I'll catch you when the tires are wearing back down again, because Acosta may be the one actually, by him, he may be running the pace he wants to run and making Smith push that car harder. You know, it just depends on how, if that car felt good to him all through the run for Acosta there, and that would allow him to actually do some, not put, it's almost in a way of putting pressure on the person who's actually chasing you, because you're making them work harder to get around you. If you have an idea that maybe they can't make their tires last as long, all he's got to do is just maintain whatever pace he wants to set, and Smith has a choice either to match it or ease on back and try to maintain. But who knows? Costa may still be literally in the driver's seat on this one. We'll see how it unfolds here. As they come around now, making their way out of turn 4. They'll start lap 148. Just about 3/4 of the way through this event here, folks. Man, and it's just amazing how quickly they just pulled out from the rest of the field. Like third place on through 8th position in a totally different pack there. That gap is getting ever closer. Now, he didn't downshift that time coming out of the turns. We saw him doing that a lot earlier. He might have decided, well, maybe that's not working for me. Just adapted another strategy here. Riding on board with Aaron Smith. That gap keeps fluctuating. It was down to 0.2, and sometimes it'll jump up to about 3, and now it's kind of holding it back up in the 3s again, almost 0.4. Let's take a look at their hold on a second here. Let's take a look at their lap time history and see what we see here. And Acosta, it's kind of been a little back and forth. The last lap, Acosta was slower by 0.02 of a second, but then he was slightly quicker the 2 before that. Let's see if they come to the line this time. Let's see who has the advantage. And we'll give that one to Smith as well by 0.04 of a second. And they're basically turning almost the same laps right now. We'll look at one more. Well, he's driving the wheels off that thing. That one was only 1/10th of a second. I'm sorry, 1/100th of a second quicker than Acosta. So he is doing everything he can to really stay in there. Hang in there with Abner Acosta. And so far, so good. We're lap 155. Something happened there. He lost a bit of ground there, and now it's 3/10 of a second. He might have just changed his line there. For a minute there, it looked like he ran a little higher than he was planning on running. Let's look a little further back in the field here. Jose Acosta in that 5th spot. Nobody has a real advantage over anybody else there. There's Owen Kaufman trying to see if he can get close enough to challenge Acosta there for that top 5 position. Even if you're not close enough to go for the win, it's nice. First of all, it's nice breaking into the top 10. Then when you see a shot to get into the top 5, that's another feather in your cap right there to be able to accomplish that as well. We're on lap 157, now 158 of 200. Laps are winding down. Everybody's either just trying to manage their tires, or no one just can't seem to get an advantage over anybody else, because they're all pretty much running nose to tail right there. Back in Josh Bearden, wow, he has fallen all the way back to 9th. Not sure. Let's look at his lap time history real quick. And looks like it's yeah, he's trying to catch Cook, but Cook has been quicker than him the last 2 laps by 1/10 of a second. But you can see his lap times, 25.3, 25.2, 25.3. He's actually gotten faster in the last couple of laps, then a little bit slower that time, 25.237. But Cook has actually been quicker than him. That would be Brian Cook right there, the 33 car. Still wrestling with Hall there, trying to gain a position. There's Owen Kaufman. He's trying to make a move now. See if he can get past the 91 of Carrington. Kyle Hall taking a look on the inside himself there just a little bit. Carrington fighting him off there on the high side. Well, while they're battling, folks, Aaron Smith this time he's really hanging with Abner Acosta. So we don't know who is pushing who here. With Abner Acosta, he is really pedal to the metal right now, trying to stay ahead of that 70. Maybe a little bit of a taste of his own medicine here a little bit. Maybe Smith is like, okay, I'm going to put pressure on you for a bunch of laps, and we're going to see how your tires are at the end of the race. Because it always feels different when you're the leader as opposed to when you're chasing somebody. Sometimes it seems like the car, especially if you're slightly quicker than the guy you're chasing, it just seems like the car is so much faster. And sometimes when you're in front, you don't have that target in front of you. You just got to focus on your marks, hitting your marks, and when you get in and out of the throttle. And here they are going around Noel on the lap cars. Can't tell who that is in front of them. They make their way past the 29. That's Gabriel Cantu. He's unfortunately about to go another lap down once again. He got that lap back, but unfortunately just doesn't have the pace to really stay up there with everybody. Now Cantu, he pitted, let's see, where did he pit at? He pitted on lap 107, and boy, he apparently he did not pit. I guess it was when he got that lucky dog. He didn't pit at all because everybody else pitted about 20 some laps later after that, and he stayed out there, and it's going to catch him out here now as the leaders get ready to go by. There's Acosta. He's made his way by, and we'll see how quickly Smith gets by here. Looks like he'll go ahead and pass the 97, not 97. The Cantu is the 27. Yeah. But you know what? I think that just Abner's teammate there held him up just enough. He's got about a half-second gap on him, and now he's going to have to work to close it down. He's starting to work on it. It was 5/10, now it's 4/10. But that's that much harder that Smith also is going to have to work to run with the 44 back down. And now we're at lap 169, getting very close to the three-quarter mark here. Of course, if they were to have a caution anytime soon, all bets are off then, folks, because everybody will come in with fresh tires, and it'll just be off to the races like a sprint race. Acosta holding on to that 4/10 of a gap. Dennis Weeks now up to the third position. How about that? He's running third. Got a nice gap between him and Acosta. 1.2 seconds. Dennis Weeks getting himself into a nice position here for a nice finish. All he needs now is something funky to happen with the leaders. He probably wants to see this go green too. He probably wouldn't want to have another caution because he's in the rhythm and he's probably where he wants to be right now, and he looks like he's able to maintain his gap at the moment. We're on lap 172. A little further back, here's this gang right here. They've been battling all race long. They come off of turn 4. Hoffman racing hard, trying to catch the 87 of Kyle Hall and Casey Carrington in the 91 machine. All back up the front. Things are heating up once again here, folks. Aaron Smith has run down Abner Acosta. You know what they say, catching a guy and passing a guy are two totally different things. He's getting up there, but does he have enough right now to get by the 44? As they come around now to start lap 175, we're officially 3/4 of the way through this race. My apologies. I'm thinking it was so. Well, we've been 3/4 of the way since lap 150. I don't know what I was thinking about. I'm looking at the 75, thinking like 75%. And now 25 laps remaining of chase race number 1. And who is that? That looks like Thompson there. Josh Thompson, they're getting ready to catch him. He'll go into the lucky dog position. They now showing 24 laps remaining. Thompson trying to stay high there without making too much contact with that wall there. Oh boy, that was a tight squeeze getting past 18, but he's clear. Acosta once again gained a little bit of time there as Smith had to navigate around that lap car. Losing a little bit more time now. It's between 4 and 5/10 of a second. And Smith is just having to do everything he can to try to hold on to Abner Acosta. Acosta not making it easy as he crosses the line. There'll be 22 laps remaining. Let's look a little further back here. Where's Dennis Weeks at? He's looking pretty good in that third spot. Still 1.2 seconds behind Jose Acosta, who's also looking pretty good in that fourth position. He's over a second ahead of Kyle Hall. He's been having a really good day. He's now still holding on to the top 5 spot there. Casey Carrington hot on his heels, though. Owen Kaufman has been having a good race as well. He just hasn't been able to get higher than 7th or maybe 6th. But yeah, he's been solidly in the top 10 all race long. Well, further back, Josh Bearden, whatever he was enjoying earlier, I don't know, something has just gone away from that car, and now he's trying to stay on the lead lap. He's 2 seconds ahead of Casey Marshall, who got back on the lead lap. Oh no, just as I say that, gets away from him just a little bit. Great save, but man, he is having a long race. He's probably thinking, I'll be glad when this one's over. Josh Bearden trying to hold on here to a top 10 finish. Casey Marshall, she's in the 10th position. I'm sorry, yeah, she is in the 10th position. And we're showing only 14. Let's see. Troy Daniels, is he in? I think Troy Daniels, yeah, he retired the car, I guess. Or he's on pit road. He's just sitting there. He's not, he's like 59 laps down. But we've got it looks like we got 13 cars running. Noel's four laps down. Thompson's 2 laps down. Cantu 1. Marshall is in the top 10 on the tail end of the lead lap. And she's got the leader about 7 seconds behind her with 6 seconds to go. And who knows? She might finish on the lead lap here. We'll see. There's your leader, Abner Acosta. Just barely holding on to 4/10, between 4 and 5/10 of a second lead there over Aaron Smith. Boy, Smith has just been throwing everything, including the kitchen sink at him, and boy, I tell you, Smith ain't no slouch. Let me tell you. And Abner Acosta. Oh, and you heard him downshifting there, doing everything he can. That didn't really help him, though. He's like 7/10 of a second back now. He's just trying to do everything he can now. That car looks like it's starting to get out of shape because he is just not, he's sawing on the wheel a little bit more. The blistering pace that Abner Acosta has been setting has been absolutely relentless. And right now, Smith can't handle it. Let's ride on board with Abner to see how he's doing. Hands pretty still on the wheel. Pretty smooth. Having the counter steer just ever so slightly. Pretty good control. Not working nearly as hard as Smith. If you look at them by comparison here, you can see how much Smith is just sawing on the wheel there, and just doing everything he can to try to catch that 44. And now he's back to about 0.8 of a second. And sometimes you see that guy starting to pull away, and then, you know, in your mind, you're even trying even harder. And it seems like the harder you try, the worse it gets. And, you know, it's like it's just a compounding problem there, you know. Yeah, they are going to, looks like they're going to catch some lap traffic. Still 11 laps to go, but I think they're going to catch them before this is over with. That's his teammate, Gabriel Cantu, teammate for Acosta, that is. And he's only 3 seconds ahead of them. Slowly falling back is Aaron Smith there. Where's Dennis Weeks at? There's Dennis. And he's not really close enough. Dennis is like 9 seconds back. And that would be an awful lot to try to run down Aaron Smith for that second position. And but I tell you, he's got a battle of his own there. Kyle Hall, I'm sorry, not Kyle, but Jose Acosta in that 4th position. He's right there. He's like 0.4 of a second behind the 97. So he's definitely got his attention occupied with the 16 of Jose Acosta there. With 8 laps remaining, now's not the time to save anything. Whatever you've got, you're going to have to use it now just to hold on to what you've got. Now, Acosta, he's in that 4th spot. Kyle Hall's a bit further back. 2 seconds further back, and he's actually, now he's dealing with Mel Kaufman. And all these guys are battling. There's I'm sorry, not Mel, but Owen Kaufman. And behind him is Ryan Cook down there in the 33. He's battling with Carrington. That's all for position there. So these guys got everything to race for here. I mean, from Hall on back. And Josh Bearden, he's almost 4.5 seconds behind Carrington. So right now he's just definitely trying to get to the finish line. Casey Marshall's 4 seconds, almost 5 seconds behind him. But meanwhile, there's Abner Acosta. There's Lawrence Noel right there in front of him. And boy, that gap to Smith is now over 1.5 seconds. There's 6 laps remaining. He needs to get by the 29 safely here. And he does, going into turn 1. Pretty clear track in front of him. That's Casey Marshall, the last car on the lead lap. And she's 2 seconds ahead of him. Whether he'll catch her or not, who knows? But laps are continuing to wind down. 4 laps remaining. There's Smith not really getting any closer. And there's Dennis Weeks. He's a ways back. He's quite a ways back, actually. He's like 9 seconds from the leader. And so that means he's about 8 or somewhere between 7 and 8 seconds back from Aaron Smith. You know, he's managing to hold on and stay ahead of Jose Acosta. Owen Kaufman, how about Owen Kaufman now up to the 5th position? He managed to finally get ahead of, I think it was Kyle Hall. Hall might have lost some spots there. Because it's him and Brian Cook. Cook now in that 6th spot, trying to see if he can get himself a top 5. He drives down on the inside of the 30 into the 5th position. Give that 5th spot to, whoa, don't give it to him yet. Look at Kaufman battling back on the high side. 2 laps remaining. They're battling along here, folks. And here we go. Abner Acosta, he comes to the line. White flag is in the air. And here's a battle right here. That's a battle for 5th. Brian Cook, he's hanging on. As best he can. Abner Acosta is coming around, making his way through turns 3 and 4. He will come around to the checkered flag, and he will take the win here at Iowa Speedway. Looks like Dennis Weeks, he'll come around. Aaron Smith came around for second. Weeks come around for third. He's going to manage to hold off Jose Acosta. There's Brian Cook coming around. He will hold on for that top 5 position. And Owen Kaufman there. But Abner Acosta there is your winner here tonight at Iowa. Abner Acosta. They're showing some great pace here today and longevity with making those tires last and keeping those tires alive all the way to the end of this race. Very strong performance by the 44, Abner Acosta. We'll go ahead and get the guys in the victory circle here. Let's see. Let's put we're looking for Acosta, Smith, and Weeks. Now, Aaron Smith, he doesn't normally do, we'll go ahead and put Dennis up there. He finished third, and we'll get Abner. We're going to find Abner here. He's a little further down here. There he is. And we'll move him on up to winner's circle. And let's see. We'll grab Jose Acosta as well since he finished fourth. Because Aaron doesn't do interviews that much. You know, I'm wondering if Jose is he may not be able to get with us in the chat here. I don't know, because he unless he uses his phone or something. Because I don't see him in the thing here. So right now we've got those two. You know, let's see who else is in here that we can grab. I don't see. Yeah, we'll just hop down here with these guys here. Okay, folks, we're in winner's circle here with two of your top 3 winners, top 3 drivers here, Abner Acosta and Dennis Weeks. Aaron not in the channel here. Hey, Abner, you got a copy?
I got a copy, Tony.
Hey, man, boy, what a strong performance, man. Congratulations. I mean, that that car must have been feeling pretty good to you all day long.
Yeah, it was definitely a tough race. Aaron was there the whole time. So definitely had to stay consistent. I guess at the end he fell off a little bit, and I thought I was stronger in the long runs. At least that's what it seemed to me. And I was able just to hold them off a little bit and win.
10-4, man. And did you feel like you were pushing him at all, or vice versa? Because we saw you run him down earlier stints, and then when he was behind you, we were wondering, geez, I wonder if he's trying to do that to you now, or were you just able to have a pace that he didn't look like he was able to match? He was, after a while, he just starting to fade a little bit.
Yeah, I think he just started to fade a little bit, but he was definitely better than me on 1 and 2, and I was definitely better than him on 3 and 4. And I think we just kept matching our times, and eventually he fell off, and that was at the last run. And the initial runs, I felt like he fell off quicker than in the last run. But again, I feel like as the run just kept going, I just kept getting a little better.
Yeah,
or he kept getting a little worse.
Right. Yeah. I mean, you think that's a thing where because the track changes, more rubber gets laid down and everything, and do you think that's how the tracks tend to feel better to you as the race goes on?
I think I've always been better in the long runs. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just a little easier on the car. I don't know. I know that me and Aaron, I know that he was going really low on 1 and 2, and I was kind of taking it in the middle lane. So I don't know if that affects the tires as much. That's why that ends up like that. But in NASCAR, in the NASCAR cars, I've always felt that on the longer as the run goes, I get better.
10-4, man. Well, congratulations. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to the team, Pandereta Racing Team. You for broadcasting, Tony. You do a great job. and the league for hosting this league events. Thank you.
Absolutely. Well, 10-4, congratulations. We'll let you go celebrate.
Thank you, Tony. Have a good night.
Okay, now. Hey, Dennis, you got a copy.
Hey, what's up, Tony?
Hey, man. Hey, business as usual. It looked like you were, you start from the back and you kind of your patented strategy there. You just find your way to the front, and did you really have to work a lot to get those tires to last and get that track position?
Yeah. Actually, I qualified up front. Best qualifying all year. But
Yeah.
I got out of cycle. We all put it under green, and the caution came out, and I just kind of come back from the back. And, I had nothing for the two in front. It was just third place was the goal today.
Right. 10-4, man. And did the car, how did the track seem to change at all to you?
It's loose the first few laps, but if you don't heat that right rear up, you'll be good all run. I mean, it starts getting a little snug towards the end, but I mean, if you take care of your tires, you'll be good all the way through.
10-4, man. Well, congratulations. Anybody want to give a shout out to?
As everybody who runs this league, you for broadcasting it, and looking forward to next week. Got this chase off right.
10-4, man. We'll let you go celebrate, and we will see you next week for chase race number 2.
All right, Johnny.
Hey, Jose, you got a copy?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, man.
Okay.
I saw your message there, and you were saying that, boy, talk about that. That's convenient. You go on vacation and still have a rig to race on, man. I tell you.
No, actually, I traveled to see my mom in Florida, basically, but my son has a computer, and I bought him a steering wheel so he could get into iRacing. So I'm using his steering wheel, and I set up his computer and steering wheel really nice. So after here, hopefully I could train him a little bit how to race.
Right. That's all right, man. Because I saw your message. You said it just felt weird, but obviously it felt like something that you could still adapt to, and because you did pretty darn good with it.
Yeah, definitely. I was actually racing before this race in another league, and it felt so uncomfortable. I was actually like in the top 3 at the end of the race, and I actually had to quit that race to enter this one.
Oh man! Oh, dude, that sucks.
Yeah,
man,
but it's all good.
Yeah, man. But yeah, good finish for you guys. The team, I tell you, y'all are just cleaning house this season, as far as the team points and stuff, and that's always a good thing too. Very, very strong season there for the team.
Yeah, I mean, even though I really wanted to like make something happen tonight and maybe get lucky and get the victory, but I'm happy too that the team is actually number 1 right now. And I also want to say, I hate it for Josh. We kind of like were racing really hard, and 70 car was actually behind me, and he was like knocking on the door basically. And it kind of got close in that turn, and I spun him out. It was not really my intention, but it's actually how it went.
10-4, man. Well, I know you guys will be back next week for chase race number 2, and we'll see you then.
All right, man. Thank you.
Okay, now take it easy. Okay, folks. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and let's bring up the results here, and we'll bring that graphic up for you. And we have your winner there, Abner Acosta, Aaron Smith 2nd, Dennis Weeks 3rd, Jose Acosta 4th, Brian Cook 5th, Owen Kaufman 6th, Kyle Hall 7th, and 8th we have Casey Carrington, Josh Bearden 9th, Casey Marshall rounds out the top 10, and 11th is Gabriel Cantu, Josh Thompson 12th, Lawrence Noel finished 13th, Troy Daniels 14th, Kyle Morningstar 15th, Marty Roberts 16th, Garrett Pick finished 17th, and Brian Matthews, I gotta figure out how you pronounce his last name, rounded out the field in the 18th position. And always we want to thank you for joining us here on Rice Motorsports TV, and for the Menards 200 here for the North American Fantasy ARCA Series. And so for all of us here Rising Motorsports TV, we want to wish you a pleasant evening.